who built 44 years ago in the man and woman.
Okay.
But 44 years ago, we were building more homes then.
Okay.
No, we're building more homes then with 3 million people than we're building now.
Let's talk about your policy. So you were saying
that is our policy.
Okay, so you were saying that you would fix
that make common sense.
Okay. So for a first home buyer, you would give them 25 years at 2% interest.
No, it starts at 2% interest, just like it did in the old days.
Okay, how much does that cost you?
You don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you something.
That's what I'm asking you. I don't know what I'm talking about,
excuse
so I'm
me.
asking you,
I'll
what does
explain
it
to you.
cost
If you just keep
us?
quiet, I'll explain it to you. You'll start off as a low percentage. As they did in the old days, they used to start at 3%.
So who pays the interest?
Excuse me, can I finish? Do you want to know or don't you?
Yes.
In the old days, they used to start at 3%, and as their income capacity became greater, the interest rate would rise slowly. That's how it happened. People could get in for 5% by way of deposit, and at no more than 25, maximum 30% of their weekly wage to service the mortgage, the rent, the mortgage, the rates, and the insurance. That's how it once happened. And I've got people who can build a house for $130,000, 3-bedroom, good house right now.
Is there any cost on what it would cost you as a government to pay the interest gap between your 2% and, I don't know, 5, 6, whatever the interest rate's going to be? Is there any estimate on what that would cost you?
Well, with the greatest respect, what government in the moment in New Zealand is paying 7%, 6% interest rate?
No, the banks.
No,
the banks are charging us
there you go, right there. You think we're going to go on with the Aussie banks dominating our credit arrangements? No, the New Zealand government will do this, like it did when it was called State Advances, like it did when it was called Housing Corporation, before a certain ilk of economic thinking came in and destroyed this country.
Should we bring in this document that your staff has got from the car?
Yes,
He's brought one in from the boot of the car. We did. Thank you very much.
You wanted evidence about me being sacked the third time. This letter, this is to me from the Prime Minister, 1 September 2008. This letter confirms the arrangements we made on Friday following your offer to stand aside from your portfolio responsibilities while the Serious Fraud Office makes its investigations. Investigations, I might add, which were found to be groundless. There it is, the Prime Minister at the time said, please don't go and tell people that I was sacked. I never was.
Which is a nice segue into talking about cover.
Can I have it back?
You can, actually. Can I have a copy?
No, you can't. Oh. I just showed you the evidence. And so stop lying to the public.
Okay, I'll try to stop.
Be very good, Guyon, because you've known this for a long time. I've told you for a long time that those statements are false, but you keep on repeating them.
In terms of building partnerships, again, with parties after the election, you spelled out in 2005 your position, which I think you still hold to, which is this idea that there's a constitutional convention.
Didn't say that. I've heard you repeat that on your programs. I never used the word constitutional convention. I just said there's a convention that in the first place you would go to the party with the highest votes. I never used the word constitution. Mr. Espiners, words matter. You're a trained man. Please stick to what I said.
I thought I was untrained from 15 minutes ago in the conversation.
Well,
anyway.
maybe just give me further evidence I was right the first time.
Maybe you were. So is that still your position, that you talk first with the party that gets the most votes?
Well, that would be the normal thing to do. But, of course, when you say talk, it depends who's prepared to talk to you.
What is it you want?
What I mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by a statement like that? 10 days out from the election.
Question. What do you want?
Well, would you define what do you mean? What do I want?
What do you want
It's
from
like
government?
a song. What do you need? What do you want? What do you get? This is pathetic. What do you mean? What do I want? I belong to a party. It's a Democratic Party, the third longest surviving party since 1893, and we survived because we're a Democratic Party. And I, with my hear me out. I want to get this straight 10 days after the election. My caucus colleagues and my board and my party is entitled to full consultation before somebody steps up like some dictator and says, I want this and I don't care what you guys want.
Do you have bottom lines?
No, you write them for me because I don't use the word bottom line.
You don't have any bottom lines?
No, you people write the word bottom line. I have never gone out talking about bottom lines.
Have you? So you don't have any bottom lines for the election?
So you're back saying it. I went under Pike River. I said, I'm going to go in. If I can, I'm going to do my best to get you in.
I'm watching the clock.
I want to explain to you what happened.
Do you have any bottom lines?
Can I explain to you what happened on Pike River?
Well, you got 20 seconds.
Well, the suppression first started with Pike River, and I said I'm going to do my utmost to go back in. And here we are now, for 10 days from the election, and every party wants to go back in. Was it a bottom line? No. It was a commitment that everybody has now picked up.
So no bottom lines?
No, I didn't say that, because you're going to ask me how many have I got.
That's us at 8 o'clock news. Winston Peters, thanks for your time.
RNZ News at 8. Good morning, I'm Nicola Wright.